And we're back with more Final Fantasy XVI. And we are still doing the side quests that showed up after the last main mission with rescuing Jill. So we are here in Hawk's Cry Cliff, going to Lost Plume to find the final spherical echo. And then we'll head to Martha's Rest to talk to look for Dorys.
Run like the wind.
And after that we're done. And we can go to the infirmary. Well, all the animals here are Akashic. And this town over here is completely in an ether flood.
Damn it. The whole village is turned. No need to ride from here.
Wasn't this the town as well that told Jill and Clive to get the hell out? Damn it, I didn't want to use Diamond Dust, I wanted to use Memorize. Oh, where'd these come from? I have a feeling this town might be part of a side quest later on, maybe Dorys' quest. I'm aerial blast again. I wish the ultimate abilities had their own separate button instead of just being X and Y. Well, wait for these guys to come down. And with that, we move on. I can just ignore these bombs and just keep moving. Wow, the music is still picking up where I left off. Alright, fallen hunters here. The spherical sky should be around the corner here. Looks like this might be our targets.
No holding back.
Yep.
All yours, Torgal.
I think I need to get Titan or somebody back in here. This thing's nearly dead. Yeah, I think that's what everything I read about Shiva means, is if you dodge at the last second with this. Right. Give me my spirits of echo.
That's all of them.
Back to Martha's Rest.
There should be somewhere nearby. Assuming she's still here.
Look, there is a side quest in here for Martha.
Ah, Clive. I was just about to send for you. I'd like you to take something to Sir Wade up in Eastpool. Seeds for planting. Thought it was about time they started growing their own food. I'll keep providing them with whatever they need in the meantime, of course. But if Eastpool's going to survive, it's got to be able to fend for itself. As of those poor bearers. They've lived their whole lives in servitude, but now they're their own masters. Small wonder they ain't got the foggiest how to provide for themselves. So it's up to us to teach them. And if you're wondering why you, well, the wagoneers taking supplies up that way have been coming back with more and more reports of Akashic around the village of late. Sir Wade's putting a brave face on it, but I think even he's starting to worry. And if he's...
Alright, let's go deliver the food and seeds and stuff.
Thanks. Would there? That should be enough to keep him in gazelle greens for...
Gazelle greens.
Not the most mouth-watering crop, I'll admit. Better that than something that'll wither away at first frost. And chocobos love 'em too, which is no small thing. When I say all of us need to pull together to get Eastpool back, they ain't exactly succulent, but cook 'em right.
I'll take your word for it.
Anyway, Sir Wade'll know what. I'll go up there and show him my...
I'm sure you will.
Right. Let's look for Dorys. And then we should be finished with these side quests next.
The world seems to be changing so fast lately I can hardly keep up. But what I do know is that there's more bad news than good. I can tell.
Want to know how to tell if the world's going to rack and ruin?
It doesn't still hurt, does it?
There she is.
It's been a pleasure, Dorys. Just like old times.
I'll give your offer some thought, my lady.
How goes the investigation?
Sid, what brings you to Martha's Rest?
You. I heard you were out here on your own, tracking our slaver. I trust you're being careful.
Of course. And it had to be me. The bearers from the Dragon's Eyrie confirmed a long-held suspicion of mine that the slaver we've been tracking is an old acquaintance. She's no fool. If we'd come in force, she would have spotted us straight away, and then vanished without a trace.
That was her just now, wasn't it? So, was it a fruitful reunion?
I'd say so. She tried to recruit me. Seems her time in Rosaria is coming to an end. She's abducted bearers from across the region and is looking to smuggle them back into Sambrek. After her brush with those beastmen on the road to Northreach, she hired herself an Imperial escort, which she wants me to join. She's dangerous, Sid, but I think I can stop her.
Then I'm going with you. I'll take care of the escort. You can see the bearers to safety. Where are they?
The Baum Archers, soon to break camp. You go on ahead. I'll follow once I've sent word back to the hideaway.
Right. So we are going down here. It's literally just down there. We'll head to the docks and head through this bridge area.
Ambrosia won't help me here.
Oh, you can see the ether flood in that town from here.
Like the wind. Time to fight.
Excuse me, it's coming through. Must be a way up there. Ah, here we are. And here we are with the slavers.
Good. They haven't broken camp yet. How did Dorys come to know a slaver, I wonder?
She was probably her slave.
We've waited long enough. She's not coming. Ready the bearers. We're leaving.
Back to civilization, is it, Mom?
With all haste, lest any of you lackwits start talking like these feckless bumpkins. I presume your men are ready. We've suffered too many delays as it is. Any more and I'll be docking your pay.
Yes, Mom.
Oh, but before you go, it appears we have company. Kill him.
You're welcome to try.
Hey, time to freeze everybody. Liven things up with the wind a bit. Round and round they go. It'll stop and nobody knows. Huh, I'm surprised it didn't bring out a big guy.
So much for your escort.
You'll forgive me for not avenging my men. I'm not the swordswoman I used to be. I surrender. Do with me as you wish, Sid the Outlaw.
Sid!
Ah, Dorys. I take it you're not here to rescue me from our brooding renegade? You know, I always wondered where you'd vanished to. But casting your lot with this criminal of all people.
Better fighting for a cause than killing for coin. I'm sorry, Sid. I should have told you sooner. This woman, my former master, once trained bearer children to be weapons in service of the highest bidder. She raised me like a daughter, and I did terrible things to earn her favor.
It wasn't all terrible, surely. We had our fun, too. You were always so eager to learn, and had such clever hands. All my other children took either to the blade or to the books. Always either or. But you proved yourself a master of both. That's why I kept you for my own. How about it, my little dagger? Care to swear that blade to me again?
I never swore my blade to you, nor will I ever. I fight for a higher cause, to liberate the bearers of this world. Farewell, Master. Thank you for making me the weapon I am.
You always were a righteous child. Perhaps that's the reason I loved you so.
Why she didn't just slice her.
What do you want to do with her?
I am not the killer she wanted me to be. Not anymore. And she no longer has friends in high places. The Dame does, though. Her connections at the Imperial Court will see that justice is done.
I've got a better idea. She yeets the sword at her.
I am. And thank you.
Torgal, fetch. Right. More bearers rescued.
And I should head back to the hideaway and put Cole's mind at ease.
First things first, we need to go to Eastpool to hand in these leafy green seeds we got. Ah, yes. Or we just go straight back to the hideaway.
Welcome back, Sid. Dorys's message just arrived. I hear you saved more bearers from being smuggled across the border.
With any luck, they'll be joining us in the hideaway shortly. Oh, and your letter. You don't need to worry about Dorys anymore.
I'd been hoping as much. She mentioned one or two things in her report. So the slaver we'd been chasing all these months was her former master. Wish I'd known. She's been arrested, by the way, over in Sandbreak. Went quietly, or so we're told. And she won't be getting off lightly. The Empire may have no love for bearers, but it's none too fond of black market traders either. Can't have been easy for Dorys.
I'm sure it wasn't. But don't worry. She'll be alright.
Hope so. Suppose you should know, eh? You had quite the past yourself before you came here, or so I understand. Anyway, thanks again, Sid.
Keep up the good work, Cole.
And while we're here, let you know. There's no point handing in. Wait. Where do I have to go to hand this one in? All the way to Sid's. I might as well just hand in this side quest here. Go to Eastpool. Do that last side quest and then we call it there. Actually, no, wait. Do the Eastpool mission, then we need to go find the hunt that's wanted here. Because we still need to find the man in black. What is it? So this is a plus symbol, and we already got the potion upgrade. What upgrade are we gonna get from this one, I wonder?
How was she? The Enterprise, I mean.
Ah, so? Good, thankfully.
I'll fit him to the smelter right away.
Oh, yeah, it was the smelter quest we were doing.
May I present to you the Telemon Furnace? Ain't bad, is she?
She's a beauty.
You saved my bacon again, Sid. And I ain't...
It's fine, really.
Oh, don't say that. I'm sure I can make a few improvements to it yet.
You could just Buy me a bigger.
How about that clasp? Looks a bit stiff. Reckon you could lose, and I reckon I know how. With a new alloy we've been working on. The telemor is a metal, see? So it's lovely and strong, but it's also
Stretchy metal.
that is this.
Stretchy metal. What would that be? It's probably gold.
So, it's actually quite ingenious. Thank you, Awatch.
Don't mention it. And I wanted to get some practice in using that metal anyway.
So I guess
Right now, but that's our job. Maybe even out one day, the whole world's gonna know about the inventions you've helped us.
I'll hardly believe they're...
now I can hold more potions. Well, the other quest was to make potions more potent. Yes. Yeah. Inventory maximized. You obtain an expanded potion satchel, further increase your capacity for consumables. Item slots increases as are follows. Your potions now are up to 6. High potions are 5. Strength tonics are 4. Stone skin tonics are 4. With 2 double Ds. Right. Let us head back to Eastpool now. I'll probably have to find some Akashic.
Ah, what brings you to...
A delivery from Martha.
These are Gizal green seeds. Martha's keen to cut the apron strings then, is she? I jest, of course. You see, I had thought we might be able to revive the old, but they'd long since gone to seed.
Martha was hoping he might be able to show the bearers how to plant it so that they'll be able to fend.
That's not a bad... These bearers had only recently escaped their bonds before we brought them here. They know little of freedom, of providing for themselves and their loved ones. Unless we teach them how to live like free men, I fear that all we have achieved in bringing them here is to exchange one master for another. Not that myself and the Guardians have been the best example to them so far. So it's about time we all started to provide for ourselves, bearers and Guardians alike. Unfortunately, we've been a little too busy of late to focus on much besides bolstering our
The Horde is closing in. They're coming.
Here we
Sir
go.
Wade.
Time it all. I thought gather the men in the square.
Yes, Sir Wade.
The Horde.
Akashic, a veritable legion of them. They've been seen prowling around the northern reaches for a while now. We don't have the numbers to hold back a swarm that size. I had hoped to build a perimeter wall.
Now you're out of...
Precisely. If reinforcements from the rest arrive before they do...
What if you could call on reinforcements from Eastpool?
You mean the bearers? We brought them here
So wait. You said you lack men to defend the village. Though they may not be trained soldiers like your Guardians, what help they are able to offer could still...
You're right, I will. My friends, I humbly beg your aid. We Guardians are few and our enemies many. But I swear we can defeat them with you at our side.
You would send us to the slaughter. To serve as bait for those fiends so that you and your men might be spared. And to think we trusted you. Say what you will. A home is not worth dying for.
But it is worth fighting for. Sir Wade fights to give you lot a chance. Just like I do. Just like Sid does. We all wanted to give you a home where you could be free. And you got one, didn't you? This place, Eastpool. This is your village. Your home. And if you don't fight to protect what's yours, you'll lose it. You know I'm right. This world wants to take everything from you. Everything. Your homes, your freedom, your very lives. So then, are you going to stand by and let that happen to you? Are you going to accept fate like good little Bran did and die, having never stood up for yourselves? Or will you fight like free men and women?
What are you doing?
All right. Give me a sword. I never dreamt I'd have a home of my own. And now that I have, I don't want to lose it. I will protect what's mine, or die trying.
We all will. Free men and women, fighting together. For Eastpool! For Eastpool!
Thank you, Martha.
Don't mention it. Just promise me one thing. That you'll show them how freeborn fight.
Gladly.
Right, let's fight the Horde.
Well, if it was numbers you were lacking, you certainly won't be now.
Thanks to you.
Me? Oh, I just love the sound of my own voice.
Lord Rossfield, my lady, we're ready.
So what's the plan of action?
We'll divide our forces into several small detachments, each made up of guardians, bearers, and guards from the rest. These will position themselves at strategic points around the village. Upon engaging with the Akashic, each detachment will keep the creatures occupied as best they can, steadily retreating all the while.
You're going to lure them into the village?
I am. We will have neither the time nor the resources to treat the wounded, so injuries must be avoided at all costs. Instead, we will focus purely on defense at first. By coordinating our withdrawal through the use of messengers drawn from among the bearers, we will aim to have the swarm converge at a point of our choosing. With luck, that point will be the village square, the perfect place for our most able warriors to surround them and fall upon them, and for you and I to finish them off.
A sound plan, but one that'll require a leader with a cool head and strong nerves to coordinate the retreat. I'd say you have both in abundance, Sir Wade, but you'll be needed. Please, leave the last of the fighting to me.
Ha! And let you have all the glory.
Sir Wade! There.
You do this time.
Then you know what we work together, each shielding the other that no man might...
For Rosaria!
We've no time to argue, my lord.
Then I will do as you are.
Suppose we'd better do our bit.
Right you what?
The calm before this.
Alright, let's do this.
And here it comes. Not let this village fall.
think they're too high up to do that. I got the flyer anyway. I thought they were chocobos to raptors. Huh. Yeah, no big enemy.
Looks like that's the last of them.
See what the fallout is.
Lord Rossfield, change of plan.
What is it?
Owl from the rest. An Akashic curl's been sighted on Rhiannon's ride and is headed in their direction.
Well, the better half of her guard is here. So wait, how many Akashic remain in Eastpool?
Hard to say. My men are still facing some resistance, but I think the worst is behind us. I could order a detachment or two to fall back and...
No. Let them finish the job. You stay here too, Sir Wade. I'll go after the... Join me only when
If you're sure, my lord. May the Founder protect you.
Alright, time to go fight the big cat.
Next one's mine.
Good girl. Run like the wind.
Alright, so let's go and kill this cat. Out of my way. Out of my way.
Thanks, girl. There it is. With me,
Jeez. Destroyed and stagger meter, that did. this thing's health just dropped. Right, Mr. Bandercorsel dead.
All right. Back to Eastpool.
Yeah.
Lord Rosfield, the Curl, is it?
It's dead.
Thank the Founder for that. And for you, my lord. We were able to eradicate the rest of the Horde. I have guardians posted around the village to keep watch for further attacks, but all seems quiet for now. I hesitate to say it, but I think it might be over.
I think it might.
We did it. We saved Eastpool. Thank you, my friends. Thank you.
No, Sir Wade. It's us who should be thanking you. You brought us together. Showed us what it means to fight for what you hold dear.
We never had nothing to call our own before. We didn't know what it meant to protect it, but now we do. We really do.
Forgive us, Sir Wade. You and your people saved us, and still we doubted you. But there's no doubt in my mind anymore. We're free men now, so we have to start acting like it. We have to fight to protect what's ours, to protect Eastpool.
And we shall. We all shall. Together. This is our home. And if anyone or anything tries to take it away,
they'll have us to answer to.
Come on then. Let's get to work.
This village isn't gonna rebuild itself.
They're not slaves anymore.
no. They're Rosarians. Your father took pity on the bearer's plight, and I believe if he was still with us today, this is what he would have wanted.
I believe you might be right.
I shall remain here, my lord, and do what I can to help rebuild the village. After all, this is my home now too, and I could hardly call myself an Eastpoolian if I didn't pull my weight.
I think you'll find it's Eastpudlian, Sir Wade. But you should be proud all the same. I'll have to pull my weight too. Can't have the rest getting outclassed. Speaking of which, I ought to be getting back.
Can we continue to count on your support, Martha?
Of course, and I'll be counting on yours too. Us Rosarians have got to stick together, haven't we?
Indeed we have.
And Clive, come by the Golden Stables when you get the chance. I ain't paid you for delivering them seeds yet.
All right, I will.
Lord Rosfield, do you remember our very first mission together? Clearing the goblins from the Stillwind marshes?
How could I forget?
There's one sight that I shall never forget. You, facing off against that giant Morble. Not a trace of fear on your face. Since that day, there have been more than a few times when I felt like giving up.
When the odds seemed so stacked in the enemy's favor, I thought I may as well just lay down my sword and surrender. But every time I would think back to the look in your eyes that day and remember what it means to be a shield. Know that whatever trials Eastpool may face, I shall never lose courage. Thanks to you.
So wait. You have always been a true shield. I know that Eastpool, and indeed all of Rosaria, will be safe in your hands.
Thank you, my lord. I know the rest of the world will be safe in yours.
I'll do my best.
That's that quest done. Eastpool is saved. Now we can go back to Martha's Rest, finish this, and then go hunt that bounty as well. Maybe have a time. This place seems a bit busier.
The hero returns. It's lucky you came by when you did, eh? Not only did my seeds get delivered, but you went and saved Eastpool and all.
I just did what I could.
And it's only right that you get rewarded for it. Take it before I change my mind.
Thank you, Martha.
So, Eastpool's finally back on its feet again. And a home to free bearers. Who'd have thought we'd see the day, eh?
Well, it was your idea.
I know that, but I never stopped to think what it would mean. Bearers in charge of themselves, thinking for themselves, working for themselves. Like your hideaway, but not even hidden away. Though I suppose the rest ain't much different nowadays. You know, bearers living free like that reminds me of when I first met Sid. Loath as I am to recall that particular day.
I take it you didn't always see eye to eye. What happened?
Well, if you really want to know, I started doing what I do long before I met Sid. In fact, that's how I met him. Or at least how he came to meet me. He showed up at the stables one day, asking questions about who'd been buying up bearers. Founder knows what he thought I was doing with them. Running a hunt, poking around in their innards. Something awful anyway. Me, I thought he was a new constable. Thought the game was up. But somehow we both managed to work out what each other was about. And before I knew it, the cheeky arse was rattling on at me about how I was doing it all wrong. After all my hard work. Told me I was giving them relief, but not freedom. That my bearers were still dying as slaves. Got right under my skin, it did. Told him if he didn't like it, he could bugger off and report me to the garrison. And do you know what he did? He smiled. And then he laughed. And then I did the same. We made a pact that day, that whenever one of us was in need, the other would always be there for him.
And you were?
Well, we both wanted the same thing. To make life better for bearers. Just like your dad. Do you know I was born right around the time Elwyn became Archduke? Growing up, I saw how he tried to change things. He certainly didn't lack for ambition, that one.
Indeed. But the loftier one's ambitions, the harder they are to achieve. Which is why those of us who follow in their footsteps need to finish what people like Sid and my father started.
Suppose you're right, aye. And if we don't manage it, there's always them who come after us. Good thing we've got a few half-decent sorts waiting in the wings, eh? It's almost enough to give you a little bit of hope.
Just a little.
Anyway, enough nattering. Better get back to work. Let's see about making everyone some dinner, shall we? The least the folks who saved Eastpool deserve is a hot meal. And you and me ain't gonna save the world on an empty stomach neither.
That sounds like a wonderful idea.
Level up. Artist rest signboard, Wyrite and Meteorite. While we are here, I need to see a man about some potions. I don't think I have any potions left. Or at least not that many.
Anything catch your eye?
Right, let's see here. What do you got?
There you go. Much obliged. Thanks very much. Much obliged. Thanks very much. Much obliged. That all, is it?
Right, next we need to go back to Loftwing. Lostwing. Go fight this hunt. Okay, where we need to go is here. Surely the ether floods will eventually dissipate and people will be able to come back here. Man, it's a bit weird, no sound or anything. I think this is the right way to go. I don't think I've been down this way since the first mission. We go to Lostwing for the first time, you meet Benedicta. And here's our guy, the Holy Trumpeter.
Bring out your arrows! Let me and my daughter purge them of their sin!
My mother's meeting.
Nice. Damn it. He hit me. Jesus.
Kill!
Oh, his health is almost gone. And down you go. Jesus, moving a lot of stamina there. Almost got him. Got him. Mark slain.
Your work here is done.
Right, let's head back to the hideaway. There are no nearby quests, no nearby quests. We are done. A new missive has arrived in Clive's chambers. Let's go have a look at it just to make sure. And after this, we will be done.
The stew's awfully thin these days.
Purge the fights. Alright, so no side quests. So with that, we are done. Yeah. Next we'll actually do some main quests next time. With that, we are out of here. Remember, like, comment, subscribe.